Today we're going to take a look at the Kolibri Torpedo. It's a real beauty. Okay, it's a beauty. I took it out of the box because it was such a pain to get out of the box. So I took it out already. There it is, right there. It's pretty cool looking. I got this from B&H Photo on Black Friday. It was like one of the Black Friday super deals. Now it does have a little camera right there. It's hard to see it just says drone camera on the little writing around there. It's a tri-blade and has the little built-on prop guards, but those are the landing gear also, so I wouldn't be advised to remove them, which you probably could, but I wouldn't, because then you're going to have to take it off balancing it on your finger or something like that, so it'll be a little bit more difficult. But it actually looks kind of cool. If you get like a close-up photo of it, it looks kind of mean. You see this pop up in your little ads all the time from B&H on your web browsers. And it looks a lot bigger than it actually is. It's very tiny. Here's the transmitter. Now, there's no phone holder, even though it has an app. Okay? Then here is the little bag of goodies with the spare props and the charger, which is one of those, I don't know the name of that connector, but it's the one they use on all the micros. You know, JJRC and all of them, they all use that little, whatever it is. I never have to take these out because I still use the H20H charger for everything, you know, for all of these. So I actually never take these out of the package. Because I think the H20H was the first one I ever had, quad I ever had, that had that connector. And so I just left that one out over by my little USB charging station, and I've used that one ever since for all of these things. It has a little spec sheet in here, so I'm going to read a couple of things on here. It weighs 23 grams. It says fly time 5 to 7 minutes. I don't know about all that. Maybe if you're not running the video, you might get that, but I don't know about no 7 minutes. But we're going to see here in a minute. And it says the charge time is 30 minutes. Now, 15 minutes is the... 15 meters is the distance, the max distance. And it says the camera is 640 by 480. Yeah, that's great. So that's about it. There's not a lot to it. It's got one of them... one of those trimmer deals like SEMA's using now, where you hold the stick in and then trim it in the direction you want to go with this, forward, back, left, and right, while you're holding that stick in. And usually it'll beep once you hold the stick in to start doing the trimming. And then these other buttons, this is just the high and low speed and the headless mode and the on and off, and the take off and land are right here too. So enough of that, right? Let's get it set up so we can take off. Let's turn this on and wait for the Wi-Fi to come in. There's the Wi-Fi, Kolibri FPV. So we'll get that. It's not one of those password deals, so you don't have to go with that. So you just scroll over here to where the app is. And the app is called Fly Kolibri, but there's a QR code in there. It says get flying, and that's what we're going to do. And then there's the real-time signal. Now, you know, this controller don't have a phone holder. Okay, so you're going to have to leave the phone holder laying down here somewhere and work it from the table. Let's just put that there. Oh, I didn't turn on the transmitter yet. Okay. Let me see if it has one of those compass calibration. There it goes. Okay, it's down and to the right for the compass calibration. Now let's start some video before we even take off. I guess that means it's ready. Okay. The video's running. It says I have a good signal on the transmitter. It says I got full bars. So let's go. Let's just see what happens. Look at that. It actually flies. Okay. Let me see if it needs trimming at all. Okay. The controller is a little mushy. It's not real precise. Like it has lag in it. Like Wi-Fi lag or something like that. And it drifts a lot too. Wow. Oh yeah, there's definitely lag in this thing. Yeah. Let me turn the rate up. I had to turn the headless mode on because of the Wi-Fi. Oh, correct, even in the headless mode. No, that's hard to do, okay? No, that's hard to do. Only TDR can do that. But I had to turn it on because of the lag. There's a lot of lag in there. Yeah. You go to press the stick. Let me land this thing for a second here. Wow, that thing got a lot of lag in it. That's not good. We don't like that. Let me turn that headless mode off. Let me check to see if the video's still working. It is. Let's recalibrate that again. I guess you have to turn it on to do that. So yeah, there's a ton of lag in this thing. Wow. So that's not why. That's why you're not able to spin it around good, you know, because of the lag. I mean, it's like you hit whatever you move the controller to, it's like a second later it does it. It does the action you're trying to do. Yeah, it's terrible. So it's very hard to fly precisely when you're making your inputs and the thing doesn't want to respond for a second or so. Then it makes it very difficult to it makes it very difficult to fly it around in any kind of direction when you don't know what's going to happen or when the input's going to happen, you know. I mean, that's the whole key, is the input, okay? So when you got too much lag and you're going, say you're flying right at a wall and you're going to go, okay, I'm going to turn right when I get there 5 feet before the wall, and it doesn't turn, well, then it's going to go into the wall. You're going to crash a lot whenever there's a lot of lag in the transmitter. So maybe I'll do another flight, or I'll take it outside and try it without any Wi-Fi going, because obviously I would say the majority of this problem is because of the Wi-Fi. That would be my guess. It's very hard to steer this thing. There goes the low battery warning. Now that wasn't no 7 minutes to me. So I'm trying to get it to stop here. Okay, stop it. Shush. Let me stop the video. Okay. Well, I would say this is more like a turd, okay, than anything good, no doubt. This is turdy. Doesn't fly good. It's got tons of lag in it. And the lag thing's the whole problem, okay? That's the whole issue. I mean, let's just be honest. If it didn't have the lag in it, you know, you'd be able to spin it around here like you do the H20H. Because it does have a nice pitch on it in the third rate. The pitch was good. But with the lag being so bad, it doesn't matter. You know, doesn't matter how good the pitch is when there's all that lag. So I give it a big thumbs down to this thing. Okay, that'll be the thumbnail right there. Okay. All right, guys, there you go. The Kolibri Torpedo. Let's torpedo that thing right into the toilet. All right, guys, have a nice day.